Today we're taking a look at the NHL matches, which are happening on Saturday, April 24, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. So here are my betting suggestions for New Jersey Devils versus Philadelphia Flyers match. The New Jersey Devils will go on the road and take on the Philadelphia Flyers at Wells Fargo Center. The Devils have a record of 14-27-6. The Flyers have a record of 21-19-7. The Devils and Flyers have faced each other 3 times this season, with Philadelphia winning 2 out of the 3 games. A season-high 9th consecutive defeat, 0-9-0, was served for the New Jersey Devils, 14-27-6, who were beaten with a count of 4-2 by the Pittsburgh Penguins at PPG Paints Arena yesterday afternoon, playing their 3rd consecutive road game against the Pens following 7-6 and 5-1 setbacks on Tuesday and Thursday respectively. The Devils were outshot just by a single attempt, 37-36, but failed to kill their only penalty and went 0 for 2 with the man advantage, eventually cutting Pittsburgh's initial 3-0 lead to 3-2 in the 3rd period, only for the hosts to round off the game with an empty netter 0.1 seconds from time. Jack Hughes, 11 goals, 25 points this year, and Miles Wood, 15 goals, 22 points scored for New Jersey, which has won just one of its last 14 games, 1-11-2. The Philadelphia Flyers, 21-19-7, were beaten for the 3rd time in their past 4 games, 1-1, after failing to sweep their 2-game road set against the New York Rangers, following up Thursday's 3-2 victory with a 4-1 setback at Madison Square Garden on Friday. The Flyers outshot the hosts 27-24, but went just 1 for 2 on penalty kill, failed to convert on both opportunities with a man advantage, including a 5-on-3 for 121 in the 2nd period while trailing 2-1, and had a goal disallowed in the final third with the score set at 3-1. Oscar Lindblom, 7 goals, 12 points this year, buried the only marker for Philly, which has managed to score just 12 goals in its last 7 matchups, 2-4-1. Still do expect a rare win from Philly on Sunday, as the team is set to face off against an even worse opponent. Already eliminated from the playoff contention, the Devils have managed to win just one of their last 14 overall matchups, dropping the most recent 9 in a row without gathering a single point. They are riding a 5-game losing skid on the road and have registered 4 defeats in their past 5 outings played on the 2nd day of back-to-back stretch. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Philadelphia Flyers minus 1.5. The Devils are 1-4 in their last 5 games, playing on 0 days rest, and 17-36 in their last 53 overall. The Flyers are 53-24 in their last 77 games as a favorite and 2-9 in their last 11 home games. My second betting advice for that game is to pick under 6. Now here are my betting suggestions for Buffalo Sabres versus New York Rangers match. The Sabres needed the win more than ever, with one of the worst records in the NHL and the season being a disappointment otherwise, but the Rangers are hoping to make a late season push for the final spot in the East Division playoffs. The 2 teams have already played one another 6 times this season and will conclude the season series this week. The Sabres have won only 13 of their 48 games this season and have been one of the worst teams in the NHL, with the worst record in the East Division. The teams have struggled across the board, but the defense played poorly once again despite the win, allowing 4 goals in the game. The Sabres are allowing 3.3 goals per game, and aside from Rasmus Ristolainen and Jacob Bryson, who have combined for 3.3 defensive point shares, the unit has played poorly. Additionally, aside from Linus Ullmark, who has allowed only 2.6 goals per game, the goaltending unit has struggled, as the Sabres have started 5 goaltenders over the course of the season. The New York Rangers, 24-18-6, snapped a 2-game skid 0-2-0 after splitting their 2-date home stretch against the Philadelphia Flyers, following up Thursday's 3-2 defeat with a 4-1 victory at Madison Square Garden on Friday. The Blue Shirts were outshot 27-24 and won just 40% of all the faceoffs, but killed both of their penalties, including a 5-on-3 for 121, and went 1-for-2 with the man advantage, eventually banking 2 strikes in both the first and the last periods. Chris Kreider, 20 goals, 29 points this year. Pavel Buchnevich, 20 goals, 42 points. Alexis Lafreniere, 9 goals, 16 points. And Philippe Hedl, 8 goals, 19 points. All scored for New York, which is 5-2-0 in its last 7 outings. The team has, however, managed to follow up a victory with another win just once on the last 10 occasions and will be dropping by Madison Square Garden, where it has already recorded 6 defeats on the past 7 tries. The Rangers, who are sitting 6 points outside the playoff bubble in the East Division, albeit with 2 extra games played, have been super solid on their own ice, banking 7 triumphs in the previous 9 games. My first betting advice for that game is to pick New York Rangers minus 1.5. The Sabres are 21-63 in their last 84 road games and 14-41 in their last 55 overall. The Rangers are 7-2 in their last 9 home games and 5-2 in their last 7 overall. The over is 8-3 in Sabres' last 11 overall. The over is 7-3 in Rangers' last 10 home games. The Sabres are 1-6 in the last 7 meetings in New York and 7-20 in the last 27 meetings. The home team is 9-4 in the last 13 meetings. The favorite is 39-17 in the last 56 meetings. The Buffalo Sabres will look to build on a 6-4 win over Boston last time out. Sam Reinhart leads the Sabres in scoring with 33 points, including a team-high 20 goals with 13 assists. My second betting advice for that game is to pick under 6. Now here are my betting suggestions for Columbus Blue Jackets versus Tampa Bay Lightning match. The Columbus Blue Jackets are on the road as they travel to face the Tampa Bay Lightning Sunday night in the final game of a 2-game set. On Thursday night, it was the Lightning earning a 3-1 victory to ensure they have a shot at the sweep here. That victory gives both teams 3 victories in regulation, with the Lightning owning an overtime win in the 7th matchup, giving them a 4-3 edge in overall victories. The Blue Jackets season has fallen apart fast, with the team losing 8 games in a row and only winning 15 games on the season to give them the worst record in the Central Division. The offense has been a mess all season, with the unit only scoring 2.3 goals per game and failing to find scoring depth. Oliver Bjorkstrand and Cam Atkinson have combined for 29 goals this season, while Patrick Lane and Jack Rosl Lubbock have 10 goals each this season, but nobody else on the Blue Jackets has scored 10 goals or more this season, allowing defenses to prepare for a top-heavy offense. The Lightning has won 31 of their 47 games and looks ready to repeat as Stanley Cup champions with how they are playing this season. The offense has been dominant once again, despite not having Nikita Kucherov for the entire season, with the star scorer being sidelined to injury. Scoring 3.3 goals per game, the offense is led by Braden Point, who has 20 goals, as well as Andre Palat and Yanni Gourde, who has scored 29 combined goals. Columbus has dropped below Detroit in the standings in the Central Division, and they are clearly building for the future. Tampa Bay is still in the thick of a 3-team race for the top spot in the division, as they went into Saturday 3 points behind Carolina and 1 point behind Florida. The Lightning has plenty of offensive weapons, and Vasilevsky is as close to being impenetrable as you can get in a goaltender. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Tampa Bay Lightning minus 1.5. The Blue Jackets are 7-20 in their last 27 road games and 15-37 in their last 52 overall. The Lightning are 39-15 in their last 54 home games and 75-33 in their last 108 overall. The over is 7-1-1 in Blue Jackets' last 9 overall. The under is 4-1 in Lightning last 5 overall. The Blue Jackets are 3-7 in the last 10 meetings. The favorite is 7-3 in the last 10 meetings. The Tampa Bay Lightning look for a win after splitting their last 10 games. The Tampa Bay Lightning are averaging 3.3 goals per game and are scoring on 25.2% of their power play opportunities. Braden Point leads Tampa Bay with 20 goals, Victor Hedman has 34 assists and Yanni Gourde has 99 shots on goal. Defensively, the Tampa Bay Lightning are allowing 2.6 goals per game and are killing 82.8% of their opponent's power plays. My second betting advice for that game is to pick 5.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.